Richard Rath and Amani Teal up to the panel. And what they're going to do is respond to what we just heard.
Yeah,
I'd like to thank Roxanne and Noel for sharing both what they had to say and letting us get to know them a little better. And one of these days, I hope to hear Noel say what he really thinks.
No. We don't want to hear it.
And actually, both of their talks got me thinking about it's kind of a neat thing because it's something that students struggle with, but comes out of until they put it together with their real life. And it's this idea, Monisha teaches it, called intersectionality. And it's that you're not just located in a labor movement or in an indigenous movement or in a sovereignty movement or in white privilege. That you're located at the intersections of all these things, or that I'm located at the intersections of all these things. And oftentimes that gets used to divide us one from the other and say, well, you're not like that, or it's class, not gender, or labor, not indigenous politics. And sometimes that works when we're a little slow on it. But a lot of other times, that intersectionality is actually our strength when we can reach across these boundaries and work together. And Hawaii is an amazing place for that. And some of the activity that I've been involved with the Occupy Honolulu, we've tried to build these bridges, and it's kind of fun. Like, people will come down to fight and end up sticking around and saying, well, actually, I kind of agree with what you're doing, and we also end up changing a lot of how we do things as a result, too. So the Occupy gets a little bit of a bad rap. Fox News interviews us, and we hang out in Lazy Boys in the park, and it's kind of fun. Bill O'Reilly loves us. But actually, the people there are doing some amazing work fighting on the ground for the rights of the houseless people in Hawaii. And there's something like 10,000 of them now. I think we're the third largest population by numbers of houseless people around the country. And the city's response, what we need actually is jobs that pay, the downscaling of the military so that they don't jack up everybody else's rents, something more sustainable than tourism, or a more sustainable kind of tourism. I don't know if that's a contradiction in terms. But what we need are the incomes that are actually capable of living on. And some people, Nexus holds up, these are working people, but there are also a lot of houseless people who are mentally ill, who do have addiction problems, and they deserve to not get chased around the whole island from pillar to post, so that the city and county can look like they're doing something. So the city and county actually is wasting hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars, creating a refugee population in Hawaii. The houseless encampments up on Lainai get broken down. Family had to stay at a bus stop when they got chased out of the encampment up in Lainai, and a drunk guy drove down Barrington Highway and wiped out, this whole family. Not the whole family, but wiped them out as a family. So this really is a refugee population in Hawaii that we've created, and what the Occupy is trying to do down there is to work talking to people and inviting people in who are houseless, because that's who the Occupy is. It's not just a bunch of professors and people from the mainland, although there's a few of them like me. But that's been really hard work where they're trying to put together some lawsuits because right now there's legislation that they fought that's commonly known as Bill 54, which was the tag and take your property. If you have property and the police tag it, you've got 24 hours to move it out of public space, so you only have the right to own things if you have a place to stay. So that's been struck down in part by the courts. So they passed Bill 7, which means they take things without tagging anything. So that has a lawsuit against it. And in the works, discussed at City Hall last week, were 2 more bills, one of which prevents people from affixing anything to public property. So all you affixers out there, beware. I don't think they're going after tourists affixing their suitcases to the sidewalk. But that's the less dangerous of the 2. The other one is that basically they're saying it's going to be illegal to lay down by the side of the road here. And that it's illegal to sleep on the sidewalk, which wouldn't be such a horrible thing if they let you sleep anywhere else, but the sidewalk is the only place left where houseless people have a right to stay, and they're trying to take that away. And actually, I'm going to stop there because Lalani is the one who taught me about Kanawai Mamalahoi, and after 2 years I can say that.
Drop us the line.
Feel good about stacking up.